calm abiding. His Holiness has confirmed that, and he developed it over a period of 6 months. 6 months, it's nothing, right? But he is this really mellow person. I don't know whether he has any negative thoughts, but he probably doesn't, right? He's very, very well trained, very disciplined mind, very much immersed in the Dharma. Yeah, 6 months, you can do it easily. But we don't have that kind of mind. That's why it takes us so much longer, because we have these thoughts that make our mind, I mean, forget about being online all the time and being disrupted. All that is already an obstacle, but even worse than that is our negative state of mind. But calm abiding and shamatha are at some point vital. So if you progress on the path, you need to develop it at some point. And once you have that and you can focus the mind for 4 hours, then the mind is so fixed on one object that the generic image at some point, so you can actually use your mind, analyze the object, but in such a calm fashion that eventually this generic image falls away and you have a direct perception. Okay? So calm abiding, which is described here, not just calm abiding, but the union of calm abiding and a special insight into reality. So not just the mind being focused, but the mind being able to analyze in a very subtle fashion. And so that's described as the union of shamatha and vipassana. Vipassana means insight. In this tradition, it's used slightly differently than in the Goenka tradition, for instance, although there are similarities, of course. But here, it's the vipassana is the aspect of understanding a reality, and shamatha is that focus, like a laser-like focus. And so when you have those two operating together with equal strength, your mind is like a calm lake. That's the calmness of the shamatha, with a little fish moving underneath the surface, but not disturbing the mind in terms of its concentration. And that is a union of calm abiding, and special insight. And once you have that, then your mind can, through some familiarity, get rid of the generic image and you perceive it directly. And when you perceive the object directly, in case of emptiness, the most important object is emptiness, then every problem that arises from the misperception of emptiness can be removed. Because this direct perception of emptiness is the antidote to the misperception of reality. And when you get rid of the misperception of reality, everything that is a ripple effect of the misperception, that will also go. Okay? So that explains, therefore, your perception, your union of calm abiding and special insight, taking emptiness as the object, is in the long term the only antidote. So that needs to be explained. I'm not saying, okay, leave your life behind and just do that. No, in the meantime, there are a lot of other things to do, but I want you to understand that process, because if you do, and you have a wish to go in that direction, then you will already live your life accordingly, and you can still live a normal life. I love that when people tell me, well, you don't live a normal life. In the real world. Well, what's in the real world? Which one makes one world more real than others? Just because everyone else does it? Right? But anyway, that's a whole different question. So, we all live in the real world, trust me. It's not like I don't need to eat and I don't need to fart or whatever. I mean, I'm just like everyone else, you know, like I have the body like that. I have a routine every day, and it's just as real as everything else. And I have worries and I have stress and I have a routine. It's all there. I may not have a family, etc., but it's not like one is more real than the other. And it's not like life is easier as a nun. Oh, it's not. Because it's the same mind, it's just a different haircut. Right? It's a different haircut and a different piece of clothing. It's the same mind. It's not like you take on the vows you wish, right? When we become ordained, it's almost like, okay, now but you're not a different person. It's just you've created like some protection around your mind, so you're not exposed to certain things, but that doesn't mean they're gone. And this just gives you the opportunity and space to work with them, but You know, it's just as real and it's the same mind. And so there's not that much of a difference whether you're ordained or not. Therefore, it's not necessary to be a monk or a nun. You can practice, do everything, no excuses, whether you're in the real world or not. Right? Okay. All right. This much just on how to utilize your understanding with regard to, well, conceptual, non-conceptual. So I don't need to read this and I need to take a break, I just realized. All right, so we're on page 32 now. Pardon? Yes, because I jumped, I went through, I didn't want to read the path, right? If we have more time, we can go back to it. But I'm just concerned that the main aspects of this topic, I cannot cover all of them. I want to make sure I cover all of them. And then I can always go back. So don't worry, it's not going to be like, well, we finished a day earlier because we're done with the book. It's not going to happen. All right, so as before, 20 minutes until 5. And I'll just stay here. And if you have a question, you're welcome to come forward. But let it be someone who's not been here before. So if you've already come, then allow someone else maybe if they have a question. Otherwise, you're welcome to come forward.